All right, welcome guys. Welcome back to Locals, episode 5. I never thought we'd be here. So yeah, how's your week been, Matt?
My whole week, I don't think anything crazy really happened. Oh, Halloween happened.
That's right, Halloween happened.
Yeah.
Well, this will be 3 weeks later because Ohio Halloween. we're so slow uploading, man.
Yeah.
It's in the burner. Hopefully, we get this cop today, and we'll post this next week. So today is the 4th, November 4th, 4 p.m. on a Monday afternoon. So hopefully we get this posted November 10.
I sure hope so.
Yeah. So how's Halloween?
Oh, it's really funny. Me and my friends, we did a Troy Bolton theme Halloween party. Yeah.
High School Musical.
High School Musical Troy Bolton. So we all kind of came dressed up as different Troy Boltons, you know. Yeah.
Oh, so you guys can see
Yeah,
that.
I was specifically the Boys Are Back, Troy Bolton.
Okay, so different
Like
movies.
Different, yeah, different like movies, different songs.
Okay. Yeah.
And-
So what was everyone else? Like there was basketball Troy Bolton.
Yeah, we had some Scream Troy Boltons from High School Musical 3. We had Can I Have This Dance Troy Bolton. That's the promposal song for that movie.
How many were there, you guys?
Like 11 of us.
11 of you guys on the
But,
Troys.
yeah, but there wasn't that much overlap.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Was there a Gabriella?
No Gabrielas, 2 Sharpays.
2 Sharpies. Any Lucas? Lucas, right? Any
No
Luke?
Lucas.
No Lucas?
No Lucas here.
Just Sharpay?
Yeah, just Sharpay and Troy Bolton, the way it's supposed to be.
Where'd you guys go?
We were just at my friend's house.
Oh, it was a house party.
Yeah, it was like a house party. It was not a house party.
Oh.
It was supposed to be a house party.
Was High School Musical playing in the background?
Not the background. It was the main thing.
The
we like, we took a shot. We were like, okay, we're gonna put the musical on
Yeah.
and just like hang out.
Yeah.
And the first song started playing. Everyone sat down.
Yeah.
And we just watched for 6 hours. And then we went home.
So you guys watched the trilogy,
Yeah.
and then you guys danced along.
Yeah. We like sung along. We didn't do anything that night.
That's crazy. For me, Halloween, we actually spent Halloween the week before. So Halloween today landed on this year landed on a Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
I was playing One Piece. You're Hoy.
Yeah.
You're a pirate for
Yeah.
for the tournament. So I hanged out on the Saturday before. We went axe throwing and we had pizza. That was pretty fun. My first time axe throwing. Have you been before?
No.
Yeah. So it's actually you think that it does. You don't get sore, but yeah, you get sore. So it's like double and you throw it. You let the axe rotate once and hits the board. So it's pretty cool. What was I? I was Anya. Yeah, I didn't have a costume, so my friend was Anya for Anime Expo, so I just borrowed his cosplay. So I used that. And then my wife was Snorlax, but she didn't want to dress up. Notable people, 2 of my friends were the Australian Olympic.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Were they doing the moves?
Yeah, they're doing the moves. That was really cool. And then another one was Illenium. He had like the Illenium jersey and like backward hat.
Oh, he had that on hand.
Yeah, so it was funny because then on Halloween, Illenium also performed at Escape. So he was like, "Oh, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to perform?" We made the joke all night. So another friend, they were Kiki's Factory, Kiki's delivery service.
Oh.
From, so one was the cat and the other one was the girl, Kiki. So that was pretty cool. And then we had Arthur. The fist.
Oh,
yeah, Angry
you mean
Fist.
the Arthur.
Arthur, yeah, that hamster Arthur. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We got some drinks and yeah, and that was Halloween. Anything else happened last week?
Well, you went to the regional.
Oh yes, I went to the regionals. Yes, we went to One Piece regionals this past weekend. Congrats to Nicky Goldman. He just won his first championship. Now we have like 5 champions now and 7 winners. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
Pretty stacked
ratio.
team. They just take turns winning, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. So he won his first championship. We'll probably have him come in next week for a guest appearance because he has a pretty wild story about like how it happened. So he actually had no sleep going to Top Cut. Yeah, but I went 5-5. I had a good time. I lost to decks that have no idea what they do. So I lost to Yamato. Don't know what that deck does. I lost to Purple Luffy. Magellan.
Yeah, Magellan.
That card's
That's nasty.
That's a nasty card. Yeah, he had 2 of them. So I was like, okay. So I lost to that twice. I lost to Kyle. I led Kyle round 5. And I was gonna give him the win anyway. So I was like, I'm not going any far, man.
Yeah.
You do better, kid. But it was kind of crazy because I was playing him. And he was teaching me how to play my deck while I was playing. The disrespect out here. He's like, you could have done that play better. You know, this instead. And then I was like, can I take it back? He's like, no. So yeah, so I actually owe him $40 for the Metafy coaching. Thank you, Kyle. And then I lost to another BY Luffy. That was like I went second, and it was impossible. No, I went. They want to go second, right?
They want to go second.
Yeah, I went first. It was impossible. So yeah, those are my event. I had a really good time. Overall, I love playing One Piece. Fast rounds. Like we talked in segment like episode 2, we talked about time. It's just fast. It's like very efficient. Not a lot of vendors, only 2 vendors. So it was a core and top deck keep. So wish I had more vendors. Especially that many players, 1,000 players. It was like 994 players. So for only 2 vendors, that's kind of rough because I try to squeeze in, man. Because round 1, I was sitting on the edge of the table, and the judge walked by and can see my deck. He's like, "Bro, your Dawn isn't sleeved." I'm like, "So?" So you got to sleeve it, bro. I'm like, "I don't have I can't get sleeves now." And he's like, "Oh, well, it's a warning," and he rolled me up everything for unsleeved Dawn. So I was like, "Okay, I gotta go get Dawn round 2." My round 1 ended kind of late, so I was rushing to get my Dawn for round 2, and time started. Our round was starting soon, and I had to go get sleeves, and I was like, "Let me get, I need sleeves." So yeah, that was the thing, because there's only 2 vendors, so I couldn't get sleeves. But eventually I got sleeves. I just came to my round 2 a little late. Yeah, that was my event. It was really fun. Anything else happened last week? That's it, right? Oh, we had a case tournament for Vanguard.
Oh yeah, we had a case
tournament. We had a case tournament and a Yomanishiko Cup. Yeah, that was I don't know if that's real or not, but how'd you do a case tournament?
Oh, I went XQ drop.
Nice.
The fastest XQ drop of my life.
It was like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quick.
I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, so actually on that Sunday, I didn't think I was gonna come because I thought it was gonna be.
You were gonna top the regional, right?
Yeah, no, that wasn't it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I think I was gonna be baked for. Usually, regional takes a lot of my energy, so usually I sleep in the next day. So I thought I gotta make sure I just want to get my rest in. I actually didn't know it was daylight saving time.
Oh.
So I have an extra hour. I'm pretty good to go. But I was like, whatever. I already called my cover to come in, so I came in like at 1:30 ish, and I saw Matt going through bulk. I'm like, "What are you doing back here?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm out already." I'm like, "What the?" That was quick, man. So yeah, that was Sunday, and who ended up winning?
Steven won.
Yeah, Steven won. His brother won the whole thing. So one of the box won. And then Yomanishika Cup after that was how was that?
Oh, it was like 7 people.
Oh, okay.
Very chill.
Very fun event.
Yeah.
Did you win that one?
No.
No.
I was playing a bad deck.
Okay.
But I knew I was. So I wasn't like.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it for last week. Nothing else happening. Oh, this week is a lot of new releases: Surging Sparks, Foundations, Magic the Gathering.
One Piece the best.
PRB.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hype ass set.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. The week's Bonzanga, Yugioh Bonzang.
Quarter century Bonzango.
Benzango, whatever it's called. Yeah, that one's gonna be pretty hype too. 25th century. Quarter century.
Is that coming out this week?
Yeah, it's coming out this week too.
Oh,
I think it's this week or next week, but like we get it a week early, so whatever. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty exciting week for all people buying Pokemon, Magic, Yugioh, and One Piece. So go to your local game store, support your local game store. Hopefully, you got your pre-orders in because prices are insane right now. Surging Sparks is looking at 160.
160
as of today, November 4th, and our pre-order price was $100.
That's crazy.
So whoever got pre-orders, you almost made double your money.
Yeah.
Good job. So but if you're looking for, my advice to you, if you're looking at any set, just buy a case, and you just put it under your mattress and let it accumulate value. But yeah, so that's it for weekly updates.
Yeah.
Okay, so next segment, I actually want to try this out, or I want to try this segment out. We're going to talk about something interesting that happened this week at Locals, because we are behind the retail desk, and we get to see a lot of interesting people come in, a lot of interesting stories, fun stories, happy stories, sad stories, and hopefully we can share something with you today. Matt will go first.
That's true. I'm gonna go first.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I can go. You want me to go first?
My fun story that I had in mind was Steven winning, so I'm gonna need a second one.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was a fun story.
Well, it's really fun. Steven, like round 2, right? He was X1.
Yeah.
He was like, "Matt, I don't want to play anymore. I want to go home." And I was like, "No, we're here, and you're gonna win. So you're gonna stay, and you're gonna win." And, and then he won. So it was like,
oh, that's it. That's the story.
We pulled nothing from our packs.
Okay, so
we really played for nothing.
Yeah. Did Steven lose really badly round 2 where he got demoralized?
No, he was just really tired of playing the game.
It was only round 2.
Yeah, it was round 2, and he was like, what he had in mind was that I was gonna play and win out, whatever, play top cut.
Yeah.
And he'd just be stuck there for like hours.
Yeah.
So his plan was to drop round 2 because he would just lose or something.
Yeah.
And he could just screw around, play some One Piece, hang around, not have to
Cannot compete.
not the lock in for
Yeah.
like in 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then I dropped and he had to keep playing. And
So he was mad.
he was like,
and you're Steven.
he was like, we could go home right now, Matt. We can leave. You're X2. You're not playing anymore. And I was like, no, you're due.
Yeah. So that's the fun story.
That was my fun story. But we
Okay.
brought it up already. So
Yeah.
I'll think of something else.
Okay. We'll see how much time we have left. Yeah, my fun story. We had a father and son come in on Friday afternoon. It was about 2:00. And if you guys don't know, around the corner of us is again is Korean barbecue place. I wouldn't say it's the greatest place, but it is a place. It's
a place.
to eat Korean barbecue, and it's always packed. And you have to wait in line to get it sat. So these guys put their name down on a Korean barbecue, and then as you do, you don't want to wait around. You come to our card shop, which is around the corner. So they came to our card shop while waiting in line for Gen, and the son is, I would say, is no older than third or fourth grade, like 10, whatever that is, 10, 11. And his dad. So the dad was like, oh, pick out 3 cards and the staff will help you price it, whatever, right? He picked out the first card. It was Mew EX, which was like $180.
yeah.
He just didn't know. Again, I was like, that's $180. And his dad, while I'm helping the kid, the dad's in the back of the back of the store looking at bulk. And you hear him laugh in the corner, like, and I was like, hey, that's pretty funny. He's like, oh, look up. He's like, oh, the kid's like, oh, it's too expensive. And then look up 2 other cards. He looked at a Charizard and for the other cards, the shiny card, and it came out to be like $4 and $7, so $11 total.
Okay.
All right, and the dad's like, oh, do you want it, bud? And the kid's like, yeah, I want it. And the dad's like, what are you gonna do for me? And the kid's like, what do you mean? You gotta do some chores, man. You gotta make that money. So it's not free money out here. And the kid was like, well, what do you have? He's like, well, the dad was like, well, the dishes are already done, so we can't do dishes. You can like clean the house, or wash my car, or give me a back rub or something. And I was like, damn, dude, this guy's like juicing the kid. And then the kid was like, I don't know, Dad, like I don't know what to do. And then the dad was like, well, you know what? I'll buy the cards now, and then when you figure out what's something to do for me, I'll give it to you.
Oh, that's pretty.
And then he's like, but if you don't, I'm just gonna put it in my deck, and I don't even play this card. I'm just gonna discard it. I'm just gonna draw it and discard it. Or if I'm really, really mad, I'm just gonna middle the deck and beat your ass with it.
Oh my god!
I'm like, damn, dude, this dad's rough, dude. But yeah, I was a pretty funny, cute family there. The dad plays with the kid. I've been seeing a lot more parents playing with the kid, especially around that elementary school age. Kids don't have brother siblings, so lucky guy over here. So they have other kids, and a lot of the dads or parents, they get really into it, like, oh, I gotta get this card, because I need the combo out my son. My son's kicking my ass. And I'm like, all right. So yeah, I really enjoy when the family kind of like share interests to each other, or like the dad is showing interest in the son so he can spend time with him, kind of thing. I think it's really cute and adorable. So yeah, the dad's playing Pokemon with the kid, and that's my fun story.
Oh. Yeah. I have I do have something to go off of that.
Yeah,
like earlier I think on Saturday, some mom and like her 2 sons came in, right? They're looking at Pokemon cards, and the mom's like, are these cards like good for anything?
What do you mean good for anything?
Just like she doesn't understand like what cards are about, right?
Oh, okay. So she showed you their collection.
Oh no. She's just asking about like cards in general.
Oh, in general, okay.
Because the kids are interested in the Pokemon cards, but she's like, "What are these about?"
Are
they just paper.
Gotcha.
And I was explaining to her the Pokemon League.
Oh, the league, okay.
And like scholarships.
Oh,
and she heard scholarships, and she locked in.
All right, what's the next one?
She was like, "Do you know like when we can go to these?
Yeah.
Are there like can they play here and stuff?"
Yeah.
And I told her we had tournaments and stuff, but
yeah.
like for like big tournaments like regionals and that, I was like, you gotta look online. I don't know.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's all online. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look at this.
Oh, so she was invested.
She was locked in.
She heard cha-ching.
Yeah, she heard scholarship. Oh, we could use that.
Yeah. So funny thing about scholarship is that I had a friend that was if you guys know, in Pokemon, if you're under 18, all the money, cash prizing, is in cash. It's in scholarship form. So I don't know how they give it to you, but it's in scholarship form. And we had a brother to duo, like kind of like you, junior brother. I was friends with the older brother. He was a master's, which is above 18, and the younger brother was like 16, 17, and he had so much scholarship money. He had about like $25,000 scholarship money because he won worlds. Yeah. So it's a thing, like, and the parents allow them to go travel together, and it's kind of like a brother bonding experience, because they also go travel the world, and it's really fun. So
Should have been me and Steven.
yeah, you're the wrong game, man.
We didn't know. We didn't know.
You're playing the wrong game.
We would have definitely been playing Pokemon if we knew.
Yeah, and then Pokemon's if you're new to Pokemon, I think it's actually one of the easiest games to learn if you're a parent. It's not mechanical at all. Your Pokemon does what it does, and that's it.
People compare it to Solitaire.
Kind of, yeah. So you gotta know what Pokemon to play down, but other than that, you don't need to know combo sequencing or attack sequencing or I think a lot of it is deck building. So
Yeah.
you can just get a deck online, like net deck online, and you have a good time. And for Pokemon, they actually have a World Championship pre-built decks. You can't play on tournaments or anything like that, but you can actually have a good time playing that because
You can just play it with your
you
friends.
can play with friends. Yeah, it's a real deck. It's actually competitive. So yeah, if you ever want to pick up the game in a competitive way and it's cheap, World Championship deck's the way to go. But yeah, that's fun stories for this week. So we go to our segment, our next segment, which is
Topic for the week.
Topic for the week. What's the topic?
Yeah, we're going to talk about Dennis this week.
Oh, Dennis this week. Okay, what's the topic?
So as you know, Dennis was really getting into One Piece again.
I am.
Yeah, but I want to talk about like what Dennis was doing before One Piece and how big that gap was from like you said you're doing professional Yu-Gi-Oh, you're doing Pokemon,
Okay.
and then you jumped, and then you took a little break,
Yes.
and now you're back into One Piece.
This guy pay attention to the podcast.
It's
Okay.
crazy. It's like I'm
It's
here.
like he's paid to do this. So a little backstory. If you guys didn't watch the last episode, I played Yu-Gi-Oh since 2009. That's where I met Jonathan and Johnny at locals. And at the time, I played Yu-Gi-Oh back when we were a kid. Like when it first came out back in 2003, you played Login Turbo, Beatstick Turbo, and so from there, middle school, Yu-Gi-Oh's not being cool anymore, so everyone just trying to drop the game. And then I played tennis. I was on varsity tennis, and after practice, we would have time, and someone brought a Magic deck, and we were playing Magic for a bit, and then another teammate of mine was like, Magic, play Yu-Gi-Oh. So then they brought their Yu-Gi-Oh deck, and I'm like, oh, I have a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Went through my account, and all right, I have a deck. So we played, and I got smashed. Obviously, I haven't built the deck. So and then from getting smashed does not feel good. It does not. It does not. I don't want to say anything, but yeah, getting smashed does not feel good. So from there, I started building my deck better and better and better. And then the matches with my teammates got too easy. So I needed to get my competitive high somewhere else. So I went up on the www.konami.com and I looked up locals, and the first one that popped up was Savvy's, which is down the street from my house. And that's where I met up all the guys. And then I got smashed again. And it was an ongoing circle of me trying to get better. And since 2009, I played until like college-ish. So that would be like 11. So I took a gap there and then came back in like full-time 2014 after Dragon World format. That's when Jonathan and Johnny topped nationals. I actually hit up Jonathan, hit him up like, hey, you topped. Like, yeah, I topped. Like, hey, can you like get me back in the game because I kind of want to play again because you guys inspired me because it's possible. Like these guys from my locals that I've met every week, they got top. So from 2014, the rest is history. I played until around COVID 2020, and from 2020 COVID, it was like no events at all. No one was playing anything. There was remote duels, but I don't like playing under a camera. I don't know. What's your experience with remote duels? Have you played remote duels?
I've done like remote like Vanguard or
how's
One
that?
Piece. It's not fun.
Yeah, it's not the same because like I think the whole fun of going to events is like after each round you gotta hang out with friends, and then after the event you gotta eat dinner, which is the best dinner ever. So it wasn't the same. So I kind of dropped it off until recently. Actually, I didn't play any card games until recently. I played One Piece a little bit. I was playing RG Law, like Nikki's deck, and I was like, dude, this One Piece game is actually really fun. Like mechanically, how you can't like break the game, and like you can't your mana resource is also attack device is like like the game just like explodes from there, right? Putting one Dawn or two Dawn can change the whole game. Like it's that alone makes so many decision trees, which like now there's a skill gap between good players and bad players, right? For Yu-Gi-Oh, you can start seeing like, oh, combo deck, you make a board, you can't break it, pass game 2. You can make a board, you can't break it, game 3. So it was kind of getting stale in that sense. So I kind of stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh for that purpose, and all my friends stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh as well because it was kind of like depressing. Like you go to an event and just lose to like not to like anything. So it was kind of depressing. So I got One Piece. Luckily, I have like the best players around me to bounce ideas off or like ask questions and like they can answer and I could trust their answer because they're actually the best players in the world. So that actually helped a lot, like having players behind me to try to get better as a resource, I guess. And I went to nationals, which you were at. We had a blog about that for LCQ. I was there for other reasons, but I was in the area anyway, so I did LCQ. And then I did the Pasadena regionals, and then I did this past regional San Diego. So I've been to 3 big events so far, and I went 5-5 this past weekend. Had an amazing time. I got beaten by decks I don't know how to play against because I have very limited time to practice. So yeah, but it was fun. Overall, the events passed by 30-minute rounds, 35 5-minute overtime. It was fast. So I got to constantly keep playing every round. So there's not a big downtime between rounds. So I think overall the event was fun. And then 7 o'clock ends, get dinner, and come back to LA about 10 o'clock. It was nice. It was an amazing event. Shout out to Alan for driving. Alan's goat. I kind of fell asleep in the car, but right back. So I'm sorry, Alan. I couldn't stay up anymore because we left at 5:30. I left at 4:30 to get to his house at 5. So we left at 5 to get to San Diego at 7. Got breakfast at 7, and then got to the venue at 8. So yeah, I was up since 4:30. So sorry, Alan. I fell asleep a little bit on the car.
Oh, you did a lottery wait list for the event, right?
Yes. So a little bit about that. So I'll tell about Merlot later. So at 9 o'clock, I'm sorry, at 8 o'clock doors open and they put the QR code all over the venue and you scan the QR code and you register your name, your band ID, and your username. And you enter it. At 9 o'clock they close the QR code and then they start drawing people at 9:15ish.
Yeah.
On the app, on the top right corner, there'd be a notification, oh, you got in. Or if you don't get a notification, it means you didn't get in. So I got in, Alan didn't get in. And Alan's my bride. So I was like, oh, you're just a chauffeur right now.
No, you called him a chauffeur.
Yeah, chauffeur, dude.
No.
So I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, Alan. And then near the venue was a casino. It's like, oh, should I just go to the casino for like wait for me to finish? I'm like, Alan, you just go home, man. I'll get my way back.
Did
man.
you go home?
So okay, I'll get to that. So then everyone, I got in, and then I found Merlot and their friend Felipe and Tez. They actually drove on Friday and they got a hotel, and Saturday morning they came. I sat down, I'm like, oh, you guys got in, right? And then Merlot said, bro, I got here at 9:10. They closed it at 9. What the hell, man? And I'm like, what? You should have known to come early. He's like, oh, but like Felipe was lagging it and XYZ reasons. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Because all he needed was a QR code. He could have texted me for the QR code. I should have gave it to him. But I guess he didn't know I was coming. So he didn't get in either. I was like, damn, dude, you stayed it's Friday night. Like, because Alan just drove in the morning, right? So it's not that bad. But he stayed at a hotel. They stayed at the Omni. Omni was like $300 a night, dude. It was expensive. So he was like super depressed. Him and Tez were both like trying to get in. They both super depressed because they didn't get a chance to like lottery and right? So like you didn't get a chance to like try to get in. So then they're super depressed. And then one of our buddies came by. He's like, bro, they opened the lottery. Run over there.
They opened it again?
Yeah, they opened it again because I guess lottery, not everyone came in after the lottery. I guess whatever.
They still had spots.
They still have spots. So then you see Marilla booking. him and Tez ran over there. And then I text Alan, hey, run over there. We're opening it. And he ran over there and then they all got in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so in the end, everyone got in because the cap was 1024 and it was only 994. So everyone got in anyways. So luckily, if you came in on Saturday morning at San Diego, you should have got in. So it seems like everyone's getting in right now. Like the waitlist is kind of the capacity is kind of fake.
Okay.
For the most part, at least for our West Coast region, because it's a 10-24. It's a lot of people. So so I got into the lottery and that was the rest is history because I wasn't even sure I was gonna play. So yeah. So if you went, you would have gotten in for sure.
Oh, we could have gone and played.
Yeah, you could have gone and played. Yeah, because I think your whole reason of like not going, or one of the factors not going, because you weren't sure you'll get in. Right?
Yeah, I don't want to like wake up after like 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And drive down and play on like half dead energy.
Yeah.
And then if I don't get in, I'm like, what did I really even wake up for?
Yeah, exactly. It was like a double sunk cost.
Yeah.
So so if you came, you would have got in. Yeah, it was fun. It was I'm 2 for 2 now. So everyone I got into Pasadena and I got into also 3 for 3 LCQ too. So I got into Pasadena, LCQ, and San Diego. I got all of them were
all without signing up.
All without signing up. Yeah. all three of them were through waitlist.
That means no one has any excuses.
Yeah. I mean,
if you want to play, go play.
Go play. If you want to play, go play. I think LCQ might have got capped because that one we saw me waiting at the line. Yeah, there's a video of that. But I think 90% people of LCQ got in unless you came like super late. So yeah, it was fun. Yeah. So going from not playing for a while, I mean, I still have like my energy of like being last like 14 hours because that's how long Yu-Gi-Oh is. You get there at 10 or you get there at 8 and then you finish around like 11 p.m., 10 p.m. So I still have the energy to like run it for that long. So my mentally I can lock in.
Yeah.
But like you can't lock into something that you don't know what you're going to get. So there's nothing to lock into. You're like, oh, what the hell? But yeah, it was fun. It's really fun to compete again. Like the last podcast, I talked about my coach saying, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. It's just like as long as you compete. So that mentality has been grinding instained in my mind that I just want to compete. I just want to have fun. I want to try my best. Follow up.
I did have a follow up.
Yes, follow up.
But it was a while ago.
Yeah.
You said you were playing from like Yu-Gi-Oh seriously from 2014 to 2020.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah. 6 years, right?
It's like 6 years.
6 years. Yeah.
So it's like five. It's like 10 different formats right there.
That's a lot of formats actually. To be fair, 3 of those years were all playing the same deck. I was playing Trickstar Striker. So I was able to adapt the deck to the meta because that deck was a hand trap. Like it's really hand trappy. So if you can change the hand trap lineup and like the build a little bit, you can still play that deck.
Yeah.
So I didn't really change decks. I just changed the build. So like I said in multiple videos, I don't have much time, so I can't learn a whole new deck and like try to be the best with it. So what I can do is have like a tier 1.5 deck and adapt it to the format. So that's what we did, and so we actually topped top 8 3v3 YCS Atlanta, the first YCS, the first 3v3 in America. So me, Jonathan, and Johnny topped that event, and that's like my only top in my Yu-Gi-Oh career. Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah. We topped YC. Oh, you know this?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you had more tops, honestly. I thought you had like a colored history. And
I think Jonathan has like 4 tops, 5 tops. And Johnny has like 9 or 10. Tops in Yu-Gi-Oh is not like easy. It's actually really hard. It's actually super hard. I think if you have more than like 3 tops, you're like really good. Yeah. So I have 1 top and 1 prize card. So I have a prize card from a side event. That one is actually funny because I played Sebastian in one of the rounds, and that one's a random side event. So they only called 4 players to come play the event, and Sebastian was one of them.
4 players to play in a side event?
If you guys don't know, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Nationals. It's a playoff side event. You play a bunch of side events, and you get points for each side event you play. The person with the most points goes to playoff side events, so that they play for a prize card, and then they choose 4 more players randomly. If you play 1 event or 100 events, they pick 4 random players, and then those guys play for another prize card. So I was in the random side event.
That's
so
crazy.
They picked me, Sebastian, 2 other guys.
Wait, that's even more crazy.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy, right? So I played Sebastian in the first round, and then second round I played another guy, and I won. So I won the whole prize card. Yeah.
You played Sky Strikers for 3 years?
I played Sky Striker, Trickstar.
Trickstar Sky Striker for 3 years.
Sky Striker was still around too for a long time. It was around since the day it came out to like COVID. I think it was still around.
You didn't get tired of the deck after 3 years?
Nah, dude, no.
That's crazy.
I think it's different because you got to play different opponents and different game styles. I don't think I don't get tired of winning. You know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, all my decks. If you guys play Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't know. I played spellbooks. I played.
I hate spellbooks.
I played spellbooks for a hot minute. I played. Dang, I'm so bad for the names. Sylvans, Trickstar Striker, Shadal's for a hot minute, Burning Abyss for a hot minute, and I think my last deck I played was like Bird Up. That was during COVID. I tried to come back during COVID, and I just didn't enjoy playing remote. So yeah, it's unfortunate. But yeah, those are like my decks I played. So yeah, why you asked about how long I played competitively?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know this information before, like, at all. Oh,
that's alarm. So that's alarm. We have 5 more minutes overtime. Any closing thoughts? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just didn't know any of this history at all. Or I know that, like, Johnny played like here and there.
Yeah.
I don't know how much Jonathan like played.
Yeah.
I only know that he's on Dueling Book on the clock.
Yeah.
I walk in the office.
Behind the counter.
Yeah. I see him on Dueling Book and I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I can't comment on it, but like I'll just tuck that back away in my head.
Yeah. So he's playing Edison actually. So we're still playing Edison because Edison's a retro format. I really enjoy playing Edison. It's one of my favorite forms. I play Black Wings too. That's one of my favorite decks. And it's one of the best decks on Edison. And yeah, it's a lot more interactive than it is modern Yu-Gi-Oh right now. I think a lot of people are playing retro formats because of that reason. They're playing Go hat format, and Edison is most popular. And we actually traveled to there's a big Edison tournament in San Marino, about an hour away from here, about an hour east from here, ran by Collectibles Exchange. We ran to that event, me, Murillo, and Jonathan. And I almost topped that event. I went X2. So I had a topping record, but I lost too early in the round. So yeah, I'm not washed.
Wait, how recent was this?
That was about early this year. So I think Marchish. I think.
March? That's still pretty recent for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Edison
So
tournament.
yeah, so it's pretty fun. Edison's really fun. What was I trying to get at? What was I getting at? What was the question? Oh yeah, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, Jonathan's playing Dueling Book. He's playing Edison. He's not playing Modern for sure. But when I say competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, 2014, 2020. When I say competitive, I mean like we're traveling for events. Like every YCS we're going to.
Really?
If it's within reason. So
Yeah.
like Texas is always within reason. Vegas is always within reason. Portland's within reason. We go to every national. So that was Texas, Chicago, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and where was last? I think that was all of them. Yeah. So we went to every nationals since 2014, 2020. Detroit was one of them. That was kind of scary. But yeah, that's what I mean by competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. Like we actually travel to events. So when you say competitive, like it means like I'm traveling.
You're
to
like actually like going to
yeah.
You're going to like 4 or 5 a year.
Yeah. We went to about at least, so nationals is at least one, right? And you always
Yeah.
have one in California, so that's 2, and you always have one in Texas, that's 3, and we always go to like 2 more on top of those, so 5 to Chicago, and maybe 1 more in Vegas. So like at least 5 a year that we're like flying to, booking hotels and everything. And when I go, I'm not going to lose, right? So that's what I mean competitive. Like I'm not going to casually have fun. I'm going to compete and try to win. So I made a video. I don't know if you guys can find it in the deep finds in this YouTube channel. It's like when a competitive, you go to the airport and they ask you, oh, you're going for travel or pleasure? You're going for business or pleasure?
Yeah.
And then you go, I said both. And then you walk into the airplane. Yeah, so that's somewhere in the archive of the channel. So that's it for episode 5. Pretty good conversation we had here. I talked a lot here, but Matt didn't really contribute to the conversation.
I was contribute. I was just really asking
just listening.
Yeah.
Just listening. How long have you been competing for?
How long have I competing?
Like
Seriously, taking it like max serious, like 2021.
2021. So
Yeah.
Post-COVID.
Post-COVID.
So 3 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think for you guys it's a little different because events are happening all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, what game do you guys play and how long you guys been competing? And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I actually drink this water. It's my first time drinking this water. Yeah. So he can't reuse this one anymore.
No, I've been reusing it every week.
It's turning yellow. So I drank this time because I was really thirsty. But yeah, thank you guys for watching episode 5 in the wraps. We'll see you next episode with Nikki Goldman.
Yeah, Nikki
Goldman.
next week.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Peace.